Hello everyone, and welcome to FITV. My name is Clarence Chongo for Financial Insight. We are at Land-Linked Zambia 2025. It's being hosted at Ciêla Resort at the International Convention Center right here at Ciêla. It's second day of the conference, and I have the pleasure of sitting here with Mr. Malikana Mubita, who is the Vice President of the Standard Bank DRC arm, looking at minerals and mining, if I'm...
mining and metals.
Mining and metals. I stand corrected. So thank you very much for sitting here with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, tell us about your role in the DRC and how you found yourself there, and what your main objectives are in your operations on the DRC side of the bank.
Okay. So as you probably know, Standard Bank is a Pan-African bank. We're in 20 African countries, and we do leverage from technical expertise within different countries. So I've spent 12 years in Zambia.
Okay.
And there was a new opening in Standard Bank DRC, and graciously they were able to have me there, and I joined the team last year in April. I look after mining and metals, obviously for Lualaba and Katanga regions, but not just mining and metals. The portfolio covers different other sectors. For example, energy and infrastructure, where you find logistics and transportation companies, the likes of AGL, the likes of, we've got companies like Congo Equipment. So it covers a lot more. So anything that a client wants, we help to structure.
So Standard Bank obviously spied an opportunity on the DRC side, and it's a bank that's heavily invested across the region. So you must have seen cross opportunities between Zambia and the DRC that you are leveraging. What are those opportunities that you spied?
So if you remember, one of the key issues that the minister or the representative for the Minister of Transport from DRC said was how we can better leverage from the relationship between Zambia and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Key to that is we've seen that there are multiple companies that operate both in Zambia and in DRC.
Yes.
I need to mention one fact here: 95% of all goods to the Katanga region and the Lualaba region pass through Zambia. They come from South Africa, Botswana, or any other country that uses rail. So it's quite critical for us to synergize those. And key to that is to ensure that the border is efficient, because many of the mines, like you had even the Minister of Transport, and even yesterday the Minister of Mines, Mr. Paul Kabusu said, Honorable Paul Kabusu said, if anything delays to get to a mine, then it means they can't produce. And because they can't produce, their performance is hampered. Likewise, that is the same statement would apply for the DRC. The mines in the DRC require that a lot of the things that they need to use, chemicals that they need to use, your sulfur, your limestone, equipment, arrives on time. So it's important to have that one-stop border post fully functioning efficiently, so that there's smooth movement of goods. The other thing is we've got companies, the logistics companies that move the copper or the cobalt, or that use reagents to move them from either here to DRC or from DRC to Durban. So those companies, you find most of them are both in Zambia and in DRC. For example, a company like Africa Global Logistics is both in Zambia and in DRC. They facilitate the movement of goods. We now have Imperial Crown, all of those. They are both in Zambia and in DRC, and they both bank with Standard Bank Zambia and Standard Bank DRC. So it's the same company, and our job is to make sure that we facilitate payments of taxes for them over the borders, the custom and everything, and we do that as efficiently as we can.
Okay, apart from just facilitating the transactional side of things, the payment platforms and all that, in what other ways is the bank invested in the sector? What kind of products have you devised to assist the sector?
Very good question. We actually have a lot of things that we do in terms of products. We finance the purchase of equipment, for example.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You need trucks to move anything.
Equipment finance, yeah.
So we do, we create vehicle and asset finance or a commercial loan or just a term loan.
Okay.
To support our customers to be able to have equipment that they can move or machinery that they can move. That.
And term loan means a loan that's just structured for a period
of time.
So
it can be anywhere between 3 years to 5 years.
Okay.
Exactly. And then remember, most of these companies are dealing with the mines. Okay. So we do provide solutions for them, because remember, when they provide to the mine, it's not that the mine is going to pay them there and then. There's some time that takes in. And we understand the credit strength and then structure some form of working capital facilities against the relationship they have with those mines.
Trade finance.
Yeah, some trade finance. So we do trade finance. Sometimes they need to get reagents or equipment to come and secure to give the mines. So we then step in and structure the purchase of that equipment that is going to come and be given to the mine. So we finance trade finance, term debt, which is basically for capex or capital expenditure projects. So we do quite a number of things.
Okay. So let's zoom in now to conference. Land-Linked Zambia 2025, and it's been 2 days. Actually, it's been 3. Did you play golf? Did you play?
No, I didn't play golf, but I was here yesterday for the official opening.
Okay.
For the whole day, I've been here as well for the whole day.
And what have you enjoyed the most?
So the keynote speech from the president on how African countries shouldn't actually compete, but rather complement each other. I think that was a very powerful statement. The second was the general theme that was coming from the ministerial discussions. The Minister of Transport and Communications from Botswana, Zambia, DRC all had one message, how that Africa needs to come together and discuss and find better ways of synergizing. The number of borders that are going to open, border posts or border crossings opening between Zambia and DRC, for example. We know that there will be one between, there's Mukambo, there's Sakanya, okay? There's another one in Northwestern Province and Lualaba region in DRC. There's between DRC and Kalemi and Manono. So all of those things were quite critical, and how we can synergize. So the same way Zambia is providing service to 8 other African neighbors is the same way Botswana, if you heard the Minister of Communication from Botswana say, this is the same way they're going to provide for Botswana, for Malawi, so for Namibia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Zambia. The 4 streams that they were working on is pretty much what we're doing in Zambia. So you can see that general theme. The important thing is Africa gets to synergize and gets connected. And you can see that thing is being discussed with different presidents and different governments, and we hope that can come to fruition.
Great. So it's clear that you are thoroughly enjoying this conference.
The conference has been exciting and very, very insightful in terms of the amount of information that we get, and we can use that information to then better position ourselves as a bank to be able to help our customers.
Okay, and if you have any other last message for the public, please.
I think the last thing for the public is just to call upon the organizers of this committee, of this organization or this workshop or conference, to ensure that we get more participation.
Okay.
And then we can have more discussions, not just at the ministerial level, but it will also be good to get industrial experts to break away from each country. Okay, because obviously there's policy pronouncements and policy discussions that have happened, but the next step I think now is to ensure that that process is now put into effect. Talking has been done, can we now get the plan rolling? So get the industry experts from DRC, from Zambia, from Malawi, Zimbabwe, put them in together. Let's see what's the plan. Can we have like a working committee that can come up with all these solutions that Africa is now in need of so drastically.
And on that positive note, Mr. Mubita, I would like to thank you for joining us here at Financial Insight.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mubita here is the Vice President of the Standard Bank branch of the DRC. My name is Clarence Chongo for Financial Insight. Get to know.